Back in the swinging 60s, the King's Road in Chelsea was the home of fashion innovation. Perhaps its image has blurred since, but it's still as good a place as any to venture into the world of British fashion. Let's take a look at what's on offer to dress-conscious customers and the budding talents of the designers of tomorrow. Just window shopping can give hours of pleasure, and straight away the multicultural nature of the fashion world is obvious. No capital city is more mixed than London. British fashion is rich in the traditions and cultures of people from all over the world. This is one of its strengths. Designers from abroad bring their ideas to places like the King's Road, knowing that they'll find a ready market. Here, more than anywhere, customers are receptive to difference. In this particular shop, the garments on the rails carry the distinctive stamp of their creator's inspiration.
I get my inspiration from nature. Take, for example, butterfly. I look at butterfly and see all the color. They're all there. All I have to do is just see. That's how I get my inspiration from. And the designing, so designing is concerned, I come from Afghanistan, and being such a vast country, desert, mountains, combinations, and when I see these nomad traveling on their camel, and I get my inspiration from them. Loose, you could breathe in them, and very easy to wear. And that's it. Basic colors, it's all there.
You've got quite a mix and match policy. Is it made so that everything can work together?
Oh yeah, sure. For example, look at here. I have this blouse, which is very simple, very classic. Okay. Now you can wear this one. Any size can wear this one. Isn't really? You can see the way they are cut. They cut from the shoulders, and then this can be worn easily with the skirt, like this. You see. That can be worn, this one.
Now, you don't actually design twice a year, do you?
Not really, no. I just go once a month to Marrakesh, and then we just sit there with my tailor and my designer team, and we sit and we decide there what we're going to have for the next 4 weeks. We don't believe in these seasons and designing. And it just comes on of inspiration. We see something nice and we just design there, and we bring it.
It's not only in the King's Road that you feel the excitement of the British fashion industry. Spread around London are shops, schools and businesses that throb with energy and life. It's not simply a matter of designing and sewing. Marketing and promotional skills are essential to turn talent into commercial success. These are skills that have to be learnt.
You take your design input and my design input, and I look at your costings and stuff, and then just go away.
Deborah Omani runs Etoile Design in southwest London. It didn't take her long to establish herself in bridal wear and theatre costume design.
I'm a natural sort of marketing person. I'm always looking on to the next thing. I'm very, very opportunist. What I'm really probably projecting myself towards is more exporting. I'm selling a little bit to sort of New York, France and Italy, and that's basically me contacting people direct. I mean, my marketing strategy is such that we have such a good client base in the UK that if I project that to other countries, then it seems to work. This design here is part of our new summer bridal collection. It's inspired by Gustav Klimt and it's on 100% pure silk embroidered in rayon thread. This is one of our designs for evening wear, and generally a fashion designer will come to us and we will adapt this design to their pattern piece. This fabric again is part of the new collection which we did in a bridal and evening wear colourway. It's been very popular so far. This design was inspired by Gustav Klimt and the Viennese Successionists, who are very into using sort of very flowing shapes, and the combination of two fabrics layered with the embroidery is quite effective, I think. This is one of our most popular motifs, the star motif. We are actually called Étoile Design, which means star in French, so yes, it's gone down very, very well. We've actually sold it to the Royal Opera House, who used it for their Romeo and Juliet production, and also to a rather large interior design consultancy in Canada. When I was at college, I was, 21 years old, I went to Premier Vision, which is a big textile show, and took a portfolio with me, and went to some of the biggest French and Italian fabric manufacturers and sold to them.
Yes,
stick that on your CV, you're made.
Fashion training in Britain attracts talent from all over the world because of the wide range of quality courses on offer.
Can I just see? So is that your similar ones?
Yeah. The Central School of Fashion, based in London, is run by Ingle Wrigley.
You know, there are two ways to design. One is flat, and the other is draping. Yes. Mm-hmm. So, you know, without these two methods, you would not be able to run a business.
Yes.
We're now going to make a simple jacket sloper without darts, and the size will be 12. So what we'll have to do first is we make a complete right angle from the top and measure neck to waist from the back line down. Neck to waist equals 42 centimeters. Nicolette, what would you like to do now?
Well, I know now that I definitely want to start my own couture business, but I also think I still need the sewing course. I mean, some practical knowledge will definitely be necessary to be able to tell people or to show people how to make up the garments that I have in mind or that I have designed. So before you can be creative, you have to have the skill.
I designed this dress because I've been invited to Buckingham Palace garden party. And with traditional costume in mind, which is the dress code, I decided that I would also want to match top hat and tails, for example. So I chose traditional costume based on a riding jacket and a full tunic-pleated dress. I also chose the black and white because it's bold. Altogether, the dress and the jacket took approximately 50 hours.
Rain or shine, royal garden parties bring out the latest designer fashions mingled with uniforms and formal dress. For many a budding designer, it's almost as good as a catwalk. It gives heart to those who come to London from abroad seeking a career in fashion design, talented people who know that Britain offers them the best of opportunities. It's also a comfort to those whose tastes move from their traditional styles to those of the West, people like Sunita, who comes from India.
The skirt is made of silk chiffon material, and the jacket is made of a mixture of silk, raw silk, and linen. But my sister is very much into clothes designing and other textile. Her name is Swaraj Maini, and she's planning to further this aspect of her. It's not really a career at the moment, her business, into textiles, furnishings, and she's very influenced by the Italian market, and she wants predominantly to manufacture and sell to the Italian interior design companies or to the Italian designers.
I studied in Portugal fashion design course. Then I went to London in 90 when I went to the Central School of Fashion. There I have been studying I have a diploma, I achieved a diploma on the on the making, design and cutting on garments for men, ladies, and also take the Citian guilds. After that, I have been working as a costume designer for a movie. At this moment, I'm trying to create my own label and design my own label, and also create a company which is going to be dedicated to the trade fashion. And I'm going to import some English designers to Portugal and also sell my clothes in my design label.
The British fashion industry is becoming better trained to face the challenges of the 21st century. There are specialists within the industry who offer training to those whose ambition is to make their mark on the international scene. Specialists like David Jones.
Obviously, the one thing that you all have in common is the fact that you have a wish, an interest in promoting yourself within the fashion industry. Our objective should be to open your eyes to the needs of starting a fashion business, and then you must look at whether you feel, having learnt what is required, whether you have the commitment, the enthusiasm, and the potential ability. I have to say potential ability because the objective, of course, is to raise the ability of people, the potential ability to do your own thing. And it's nice to see so many people that we've helped in the past who are now actively involved and successfully involved in the development of their own businesses.
The important thing that I know you offer is giving people a chance to understand how to actually take that product and push it into the public's perception, their awareness. And that's something that I know we don't do very well in colleges.
Design is important, but design only creates a product. It has to be developed from there, and it has to be developed and marketed. If we've got a good idea, then you have to put that good idea on the back of somebody who knows how to market. Good idea in itself is not enough.
For most young designers, the first hurdle is to find an outlet for their work. However exciting a design may be, it's limited until it finds a place on a rack in a fashion shop. In Britain, the fashion industry offers a service to help talented beginners. Sign of the Times in Kensington specialises in this field.
I'm Fiona Cartledge and I own Sign of the Times. Sign of the Times is all about young designer fashion in Britain. Young designers from all over the country come in and bring their collections to here, and we sell them for them to the public. I went on the David Jones fashion management course a few months ago, and it helped me greatly because the business has grown quite a lot in the last few years, and I found that I was having to handle problems that I hadn't experienced before, and the management course taught me how to handle the problems better, and also it helped me to grow. I've recently taken on more staff, something that I wouldn't have probably done unless I'd gone on the course, and I've learnt to delegate, to handle my accounts better and to deal with the banks in a more professional way.
Bodyfit is a company in Putney which specialises in fashions for Keep Fit enthusiasts. Estelle Botsman, who owns it, took training in marketing skills and is now passing her knowledge on to newcomers within the company.
Hi Julie, welcome to Bodyfit. I'm going to take you through our PR book. This will tell you everything about Bodyfit, who we are, what we do for our customers, the sort of things that we sell, the fabrics, what they're made of, where we get our stock from. So you know exactly what you're talking about when you talk to our customers, even if they're not involved in fitness yet. So they can come maybe to the Putney Exchange where we are today, they can take a seat outside at the restaurant and they can watch a display put on by Bodyfit in conjunction with a local fitness venue. Like this one, for instance. This was the Sivananda yoga display. As you can see, they're all doing their different positions here and here. And this was a great event because it gave publicity to the Sivananda yoga and it also helped us.
Mark Anthony is a London-based manufacturing and exporting company. Launched around 20 years ago, its roots are in a small village in Cyprus. Chris Yiani is the founder of Mark Antony.
We are a family business and we are producing ladies and children's wear. We export 86% of our total production. These are times that this country needs a lot of exporting. I believe that the possibilities and the opportunities to export from UK, in particular to Europe, which is where we are exporting, I think are immense. But we must bring ourselves up to date. We must make ourselves as competitive and as healthy and as correct in our industry as we possibly can. We have to travel all over the world. We have to follow all European exhibitions. And not only that, we have to go to America, Japan, Korea. There is a lot of things going on down there. And if we don't go and find out and see exactly what it is, our competitors will. Training, I think, is imperative in our industry, at least as much as any other industry. I say at least because I believe that no industry today can survive, without training, because it is such a changing world.
When we walked along the King's Road, we saw a lot of shops that, that set their stall out, were putting their goods on offer. But that's something that maybe that, designers get the chance to do once they've got a shop window. But we actually don't, a lot of people don't have a shop window, do they? And that's presumably where marketing really comes in.
King's Road spells design, spells fashion. And as far as I'm concerned, in Britain, it spells the future. It's important to our heritage. We need to develop the skills we've got, and that's what we're trying to do in the training that we offer. The challenge is to find people who can look ahead and make things happen, rather than just manage things that are happening. That is the key. That is the key to the future.
It's an exciting future that beckons. It calls to people with talent, people with inspiration, skill, vision and business acumen. People who can judge when to make that stitch in time.